All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's do this.
Good morning, my beautiful gossipers, and welcome to Gossip in the Dark. I'm Sharona. So, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, after 8 years of intense legal back and forth fighting, their divorce is finally settled. Yes, 8 years to settle a divorce. And I think it stemmed from when they were together, they purchased a winery. And when they got separated, it was stated that if they should separate, I guess either party, if they wanted to buy the entire winery, then they would have to pay the other half the amount that they were paying or that they were responsible for. But in turns, Angelina Jolie, she sold her portion to someone else. So that's where the contention and other situations, we're talking about abuse, alleged abuse, that it all combined into why this divorce was taking so long. But as we know, or what I'm thinking, it's because of the wine, the vineyard, that situation. That's the reason why it kept dragging, because of what Angelina did, which I'm guessing if she wanted out, she should have sold to Brad and not to someone else. So we're going to read this 4-minute interview from People. 4-minute article, not interview. So you're going to see me going back and forth. It says, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie reached divorce settlement after more than 8 years of intense legal fighting. Jolie filed for divorce from Pitt on September 19th, 2016, after 2 years of marriage and 12 years together. So they were only married for 2 years. Wow. 12 years, that's long in Hollywood, but I thought they were married for longer. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have reached a settlement in their divorce 8 years after the Maria star filed to end their 2-year marriage, citing irreconcilable differences. Jolie, 49, and Pitt, 61, signed off on their divorce on Monday, December 30th, according to Jolie's lawyer. So this took place yesterday. More than 8 years ago, Angelina filed for divorce from Mr. Pitt. She and the children left all of the properties they had shared with Mr. Pitt, and since that time, she has focused on finding peace and healing for their family. Jolie's lawyer, James Simmons, tells People in a statement, "This is just one part of a long-going process that started 8 years ago. Frankly, Angelina is exhausted, but she's relieved this part is over." Now, he's saying it's just one part of a long going. So what else is there? If it's finalized, that means it's over. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the kids, because the kids are all, not all, but they have 6 kids together, 3 biological, 3 adopted. And 4 of the 6, they're adults now, because I think Shiloh is 18. But the twins, I think Knox and Vivian, they're only 16. They don't speak to their father. They all opted to not use his last name. So if anything, I'm guessing that's where the continuance between the two of them will be, and that's over the children. The statement also read that both parties have requested a jury trial lasting 10 to 15 days and have agreed to participate in a settlement conference or mediation session as a form or alternative dispute resolution. In this case, management statement, Brad also agreed to mediation. So, I don't know why. I don't know if you can see. I don't know why it tears. Am I the only one every now and then? Tears. Okay. So even though they said it's settled, it's not official yet. Because that's what it sounds like. They're going to go into mediation. Yes, because it says the statement also read that both parties have requested a jury trial lasting 10 to 15 days and have agreed to participate in a settlement conference or mediation session as a form of alternative dispute resolution. Okay. A source close to Jolie adds, she doesn't speak ill of Pitt publicly or privately. She's been trying hard to be light. She's trying hard to be light after dark times. A rep for Pitt declined to confirm or comment. So right now we're just getting everything from, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. Just a quick break. I don't know if you see people posting videos on fogs, like a lot of states, counties, they're posting videos on fogs. And I woke up this morning and I saw it and I'm like, is this what people are talking about? But then the more daylight drew closer and the bright came out, OMG. I'm going to show you a video of what I took on the way to work, how dense this fog is, and people are saying this is not natural, this is not normal. So if you go to TikTok or other social media platform, you'll see people talking a lot about the fog. Look at it, guys, look. You can't even see ahead of yourself. Usually you can stay from this distance and see all the way down to Bailey's. Look at that. Nothing. What is going on? And this morning we did smell something like gas or something burning that a lot of people say you smell. And then some people, when they go back in, they feel nauseous or whatever. But yeah, this is not regular fog. Look at that. And this is the daytime, so just imagine the nighttime. Usually you can stay from here and see the other street lights, but nope. Okay, just be safe, everyone. And they're saying that after you intake, because I did smell like gas. A lot of people are saying like sulfur, stuff like that. For me, it was like gas, like gasoline. And my throat started to hurt. Now, I don't know if it's because of what I'm hearing, but I definitely felt it. So if you have to put your mask on, especially if you have health conditions, just be careful. And we don't know what's going on, all these conspiracy theories, everything, but just be cautious. So we're gonna get back to Brad and Angelina. It says Jolie filed for dissolution of marriage on September 19th, 2016, days after a private plane fight, which she claimed Pitt was abusive to her and their 6 children. He was not charged by authorities after investigation at the time, and Jolie declined to press charges. 4 months later, the former couple released a joint statement indicating that they reached an agreement to handle their divorce in a private forum and would keep future details of their divorce confidential by utilizing a private judge. The parties and their counsel have signed agreements to preserve the privacy rights of their children and family by keeping all court documents confidential and engaging a private judge to make any necessary legal decisions and to facilitate the expeditious resolution of any remaining issues according to the statement. It concluded, the parents were committed to act as a united front to effectuate recovery and reunification. Leading up to 2017 privacy agreement, Pitt and Jolie had been locked in strained divorce negotiation centered on custody issues and trading harsh accusations in filings in Los Angeles Superior Court. So I guess it wasn't that private then. In January 2017, they agreed to seal sensitive recordings relating to their 6 children, the majority of whom are now Maddox, he's 23, Pax is 21, Zahara is 19, Shiloh is 18, and the twins, Vivian and Knox, are now 16. So like I said earlier, the twins are still not adults. So if everything is not finalized, if anything else needs to come, I'm thinking it's regarding the children, those 2. The exes who had their divorce bifurcated were declared legally single in 2019. Pitt has been dating LA jewelry exec Inez de Ramon, 34, since 2022. In the following years, the former couple battled over custody as well as legal issues pertaining to the $164 million French estate and winery they shared, Chateau Miraval. So that is the winery. So it's an estate and a winery. Pitt sued Jolie in February 2022 over her sale of her Chateau Marvala stake, and that the Tomb Raider star filed a countersuit in which she stated her ex was waging a vindictive war against her. The lawsuit was filed by Novell, a business founded by Jolie. The company claimed that Pitt masterminded a so far successful plan to seize control of Chateau Miraval following the couple split in 2016. Here it comes again. Can you see it? Okay. Of the countersuit, a source close to Pitt told People, "This is just the latest in a series of deliberate efforts to misdirect, recycle, and reposition the truth of what has happened over the last 6 years, thinking that reasonable people will be duped by these obvious misrepresentations." So basically they're saying Angelina Jolie is lying, putting statements out there about Brad Pitt, which is not true. In a case management statement, Jolie called Pitt's legal actions frivolous, malicious, and a part of a problematic pattern. The actress's own affirmed that she and Pitt did not have a secret, unwritten, unspoken contract that required them to ask for consent before selling their shares of Chateau Miraval. So like I said earlier, the winery, she's saying they didn't have it in writing. So if she wanted to sell, she was free to sell. But like a lot of people might say, well, if you have it with someone else, why not reach out to them first, see if they want to purchase it. If not, then you go from there. The pair have continued to fight over Miraval throughout 2024, which is not connected to their divorce proceedings. Okay, so that's something else. So besides the divorce proceedings, they have the winery and the kids that can still continue. Got it. In November, Jolie scored a legal win when a judge in the case ruled that Pitt must disclose documents, including emails and texts, that Jolie's lawyer, Paul Murphy, claims will prove her allegation of abuse against Pitt and years of cover-up on his part. The same month, Pitt also noted its own victory in the winery battle when Jolie's motion to dismiss the lawsuit were rejected and the case inched closer to trial with potential proof that there was a written agreement between the former couple about selling, which a Pitt source, which a Pitt source said demonstrates legitimacy of his claim. His lawyers have called Jolie's request for the documents a sensationalist fishing expedition. So she's saying there's no document. He said there's document or a source. Because with these sources, we don't know who these sources are. But yeah, so it looks like the divorce is going to be settled. But when it comes to the winery and the two youngest kids who are 16, not adults yet, they might be going back and forth with them. Hopefully with this divorce heading to settlement, they don't drag the other two or whatever they have going on. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this story? Finally, they're getting a divorce, but then there's other things that could come up. I don't remember who I was listening to, but they were talking about, they had court papers where Angelina, she was detailing some stuff, especially on that flight. Because after they did that flight, that's when we heard stuff coming out. They were getting a divorce where one of the kids, I think it was Maddox and Brad, basically got into it physically on the plane. And I don't know if Angelina was hit by Brad, allegedly, but something went down on that plane where the kids were very nervous, and as soon as the plane landed, they took off and they left him alone. Now, Brad Pitt, I don't know if he's a drinker, allegedly, but I think they said that alcohol also plays a part in their separation. So not only physical abuse, allegedly, but also mental abuse, and with the kids. And like I said, with the kids all dropping Pitt from their name, not legally. I think Shiloh is the only one who has done it legally. Because I think they said she had to write a letter to herself in the paper, not mentioning Pitt's name or that she's going by this name now. Something to that effect. So I know she has gone further than the rest of the kids to do so. Even though they haven't done it legally the way Shiloh did, they're just not using the Pitt last name. And you know, this is Hollywood. Everyone thinks Brad Pitt is this, I mean, he's a good looking man, you know, we can't take that away from him. But because in Hollywood, you have to keep that persona of this good guy, you can't do no wrong. You're not human, basically. So that's what they're saying. You're not human. So in Hollywood, if you make one mistake and it's shown that you did this, did that, that is considered wrong and not what the public deem as a nice person. Then you could lose all your money, basically, because that's what it is. It's money. But I would like to think Brad Pitt, he's been in the industry now for so many years. It's like, if you don't have money on the side to protect yourself if something is to go down, then how are these actors managing their finances? Because you know, there are actors out there who are still struggling to make ends meet. And for them, like how for us, the regular people, live paycheck to paycheck, they are like living job to job. Because once you're done with a movie, you have to find another movie, and you have to pay out publicists and managers and you know, advertisers, anything that has to do with your movie to get it out there. The agency that you're working for, they have to get their cut. Then, you know, you just have to be careful in this industry. And with everything that's coming out, you know, Hollywood, even though it has a bad reputation, if you, the person, know who you are and what your intentions are, because you don't have to go the bad route, illegal route to make it successful. yes, social media, they love the stories, and they love the gossip and everything like that. But in Hollywood, you still have good people out there. It's just that the negativity of the industry itself is not coming out, and more people are opening up and talking because they realize they can't just fire you. Well, I shouldn't say that, because people talk and then they lose their job. But the industry now, more people are getting more confidence to come out and say what they wouldn't have said years ago, or something like that. And for some it works, for some they just have to be careful on whose toes they might step on. But other than that, gossipers, I mean, finally, and as I said, other situations that they might have going on, hopefully it will not drag. And you can only wish the best for him. I know he's dating, I don't know about her. But yes, gossipers, so thank you for watching and listening, and as always, please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow this channel, and until next time, be careful of the fog, and we'll speak again. Bye, guys. Or I should say bye, gossipers.